I know both of you guys have a tremendous heart for high school kids, kids in our society. I mean, I know you from the road and how you care for them. They can instantly connect. I mean, I've read some stuff about you. I can't even remember the magazine I read years ago where it was a mainstream magazine. One kid was saying, you know, those guys stayed up and talked with me until 2 a.m. You know, and we're open to, I mean, just to spend time with me to help me resolve things where I'm at spiritually. Talk about that. I know that's a passion down deep inside of you.
Most definitely. I think as through all the years. I mean, now it's just, you know, it's so much harder now being on the road and to always make that time to get out. Before, when we were in a van and trailer and traveling the world, you know, we would just invite people to Denny's after the show, you know, and go hang out till 5 a.m, just talking. But I think, you know, a lot of the things that we've been through and lyrics and stuff, it's just because we've been listening to kids for a long time, hanging out after shows and, you know, talking about things other than music or other than P.O.D. rock. And just on this tour alone, a young girl just, you know, broke my heart. She was saying how she was raped by her 40-year-old uncle when she was 11, and that drove her to run away and to get into drugs and stuff. But the reason why she started the story, she said, you know, it's almost like she was just speaking right to my heart. And she said, there are those times when you think like your music doesn't mean anything and you guys want to quit. She's like, just remember there's people out there like me that, you know, love what you guys do, appreciate what you guys do, you know, basically have, you know, been able to move forward because of your music. You know, think about that. And I just, you know, I was speechless. Because then I thought, Lord, that's the reason why we do it. That's the heart of it. That's always been the heart of it, you know. But I need to know that that's what's going on, and it's out of my hands. You know, I mean, I don't want it to be in my hands. I just want something good to come out of it. And you know, like when Alive came out, we heard about these young kids that were doing heroin, and they heard Alive on the radio, and they stopped shooting up heroin. And again, those are the moments that make it all worth it, you know. But then again, it's you know, I have you know, kids of my own these days, and I know how crazy it is out there. And my heart has always been for the kids, because I always feel like being in this band, I've never really grown up. You know, I felt like I've always, you know, I've been allowed to be a kid longer than I was supposed to be. You know, and yeah, I mean, that's a whole other story. But I always, you know, like I said, I've been married, you know, going on 10 years, and I have 2 little girls, and I take them to school, and I just feel like, is everybody looking at me? Because I do not look like a daddy, you know. But my heart is there. I love my kids so much, and I see, you know, my nephews and everybody that's going through school and all the stuff that they go through, and you know, it's a lot crazier than it was when I was in high school, which was just you know, not a short time ago, but not too long ago. Things have increased so much since then, and I don't know how young kids are making it today. I don't know how they're doing it without just losing it completely, you know.
It's definitely a lot coming at them, man.
A lot, man.
But I wanted to say, man, you know, it's like, just I'm sort of a radio listener. You know, I own a bunch of old CDs like Bob and stuff, but as just a radio listener, you know, and this isn't really what I'm here to do. I'm just here to kick it with you. But like during that era when like Alive would come on the radio or Youth of the Nation, it was something refreshing, man. I just gotta encourage you there. It's like, thanks, I don't care what these people say or those people say. When that came on, following that song, and it was right before that song, it was something that just, my heart just was like, yeah,
that's awesome.
I mean, it's like for real, and very few songs really do that to me, but it's like, that's what it's about. And where you guys were sitting right there, you know, on MTV, and I know you're going to be back there when this record comes out.
Come on.
And I heard you on the Matrix joint too. And when you just, you know, I've always said, man, if I can have that 4 minutes right there, that's just beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That 4 minutes of listening to you guys, it just refreshed my soul every time. And I'm not just saying
thanks,
that. I got no reason to say that.
No, of course.
And it's like, that's what that girl was telling you.
That's right.
That's what that dude was telling you. And it's like, you know, we as a church, as a body of believers, as brothers, as family, we just need to be out there, you know, thanking you guys for being on those 4 minutes and just praying for you, man. I mean, I just, you know, I'm glad you're there. And I mean that, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you, man.
So feel love.
Thank you, man. I'm at the place, man. It's like and I've shared this before. It's like I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know why I'm here. You know what I mean? I never felt like I have this huge calling, and I just know, you know, the things that I know. You know what I mean? I know that God is real, and it's like I know that God loves me, and in return, I want to do the best that I can to serve God until it's all said and done, you know. And that's, you know, but my number one goal is to, you know, be the best husband, the best daddy that I can be the best friend that I can be, and brother I can be. And in music, it's like I don't want to front with all that stuff. I don't want to fake, like, just this music in general. You know what I mean? I don't want to use my faith and the things that I believe in to sell records or to, you know, to put me in a place that I shouldn't be in. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going, right. and hopefully, again, with the right people around, when the doors open and those people say, go to this door and go to that door, and this is what we feel together. Let's do it. Let's go where we feel God is moving. But when it's all said and done, it comes down, and I'm encouraged by what you said, because I know that people are hearing that, and it's not. It has nothing to do with, you know, with what industry or where you guys are from, or whether you're Christian music or not. It's just that's when you know God is doing something.
Yeah.
Because I feel that same when I hear something it touches my heart. Like even lately, and like even like the Switchfoot guys, they're from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or not my neighborhood, but, you know, right. Somewhat outside of my neighborhood. But I hear their music on the radio, and I'm blessed because I know that they have the same heart as I do.
Yep.
And that they slipped through the cracks somehow too, and got into that spot, right. That people are hearing it, and whether they are believers or not, the music is undeniable, and the spirit behind it is undeniable. Yeah. And I'm encouraged by that. I've known those guys for a long time, and I love the fact and that groups are coming up and have the opportunities to get out there, and it means something more than just every other band that's out there. And that's what separates them, is because, you know, is the spirit behind the music.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know.
And I think I get what you're saying, and I feel the same way about anything I've done. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. It wasn't my plan.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't my plan. It wasn't Sonny's plan.
Right.
It wasn't Switchfoot's plan.
That's right.
It's just, I always say, man, I just sit back and wait for God to open a door. I'm like, all right, I'll step. You know what I mean?